Hello and welcome to this Warno 1v1 game played between DustinEchoes on the new Spanish Bueno division, and he's going up against the worst internet in the world, and he's on 16th Belgium. So we'll go through the deck reviews, then we'll talk about the map, the matchup, the deployments, and the game, and as always, timestamps in the description. Right, so this is the deck review for DustinEchoes. He's playing as Bueno division. I do have a guide on Bueno Division, so I do recommend checking that out. We'll go through it tab by tab, but yeah, I recommend checking out that guide. It'll be linked in the description. So, first things first, CVs, right? So he's got 5 CVs, no tank CVs. These have mediocre stealth, so you want at least one of them to be this, which has good stealth, because you can just put it in places where this would immediately get spotted and killed. So you don't want 2 cards of the Toto. Ito and Milan 2, okay. The Ito, I mean... You've got the Totus in the other tab. The main thing is getting it in an ATGM vehicle. The Milan 1 comes in an ATGM vehicle. You've basically just got 2 expensive ATGMs here. And so you might as well, because if you get this, then that's actually 90. I mean, yeah, you can get the Ito if you want. I suppose it's not that much more expensive. Because you don't get man pads in this division, instead of... Because, I mean, you need to watch that guide, man. Like, so these guys come in grenade launcher transports, right? As do these guys. You know, this one doesn't, so just leave that in the truck. Get this in the grenade launcher one, or at least the 50 cal one, and then you don't need 12 infantry grenade launchers, right? So you can bring one in the, this is faster, the Santana. You can bring one of these, right? And you, I mean, you can have it at 2 vet if you want, actually. It's pretty crazy. You get 4 of them at 2 vet. I didn't realize it went 854. But yeah, this, wow. I don't even do that on mine. I had it at no vet and I realized what a mistake I was making. But yeah, get it at 2 vet. Try that. And this is your man pad basically. You don't need 6 eye hogs. This is as Villinger as well, because like basically you want that 20% accuracy minimum, right? But yeah, you can upvet this as well, because you don't really need 9 of them. This is an infantry one, so that's all good. Though it doesn't go in buildings. This goes in buildings and it's twice as fast. It's obviously nonsensical because the same one in the other tab is half the price. It's got all the same numbers, like because of the vet and stuff. It's different, but like the colors are different. So it says 0.5 is bad, whereas for infantry 0.5 is good. The one on the right can go in buildings. That's why it's twice the price, and it's twice as fast. So it's obviously very silly, but there it is. And yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why you've brought this instead of. So this is 10 guys, this is 11. I suppose you only get 1 card of these. Um, I mean, you could get more regular Fusileros. It doesn't really matter too much. I mean, that can work, but I don't. Like, surely you want more regular Fusileros so you could get more grenade launchers in, or you could even bring this in the 50 cal transport. And then you've still got truck-based infantry if you just want stuff. I'm pretty sure I bring 2 cards of... no, I don't. No, I don't. Or you can bring the regular Fusileros for just whatever, but... Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. Arty. Yeah, this thing, I think, is kind of crap. Uh... I do think I brought it just to, like, sort of check it out. No, I ended up taking it out of the deck because of how crap it is. Yeah, so only 5 CVs is a bit rough. So for example, you could swap out this for more CVs, but you might run out of infantry. You got plenty more here, so... Or alternatively, those 2 points I saved you from whatever could be used to... Oh, this is obviously the best one. get a CV in there. Now you've got 7 CVs, which is a nice number. Yeah, just get rid of this, upvet this, and have 2 of them. And then, yeah, mortars for smoke. Do you want the self-propelled wheeled one? It's faster. This, I bring at 2 vet, and then just buy them all at the start. Because it'll just perform better at 2 vet. Just try it. I mean, 2 cards of ATGMs, it is rough, but there it is. Like, because now you've not got a recon helo, for example. So another thing you can do is... So a lot of people ask me about this, well, why not bring the recon one? Well, the recon one has 2 less pen, and it's heat, so it doesn't go up with distance. And it is 15 points cheaper. So you can bring the 15 points cheaper one if you want. I tried it, and I was like, this is doing literally nothing. Whereas the one on the left comes at 2 vet for the same availability. And if you drive it closer, the pen goes up. So, because like 15 heat, because the one on the right is heat, you need 16 heat to one-shot a 2 armor 10 HP vehicle. And it's 15, so you gotta hit them twice with 50% accuracy, right? The kinetic one, you know, at the same range will not one-shot a BMP-1 or whatever, but the point is, as it gets closer, you can one-shot a BMP-1. So I prefer this. Feel free to try the other one, but don't really like it. So yeah, more infantry. The Jeanettes are nice. The Gorelios, I brought them in the helo, but frankly, yeah, bring them in. The trucks is fine. It's easier to use them that way, get them out, because I have a problem with actually using them. Not bringing these, I think, is a mistake. I mean, they're not very good, but it is nice to have a helo in case somebody does a breakthrough. You could just go scout with this. It could survive a manpad hit. This got nerfed, so it doesn't drop from high altitude anymore. So I don't know if it's necessary to bring it. This one is 1 rack of rockets, so it's not very good. But it is really cheap. It'll die in 1 hit to a seed, you know, a cub or something. So yeah, you can bring this if you want. It's just not that great. The 2 AP was from the Eyehawks, wasn't it? This is 2. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a tough div to play. So the alternative is you could down vet this and bring the helos, which I do think you need. They are shit, but it's like, what if there is an infantry breakthrough? You can just send this and it won't do a huge amount, but like, you don't even have a recon helo. So I think you need it to do some reconnaissance and whatnot. Right, it's got normal optics, so it can sort of fulfill that role a little bit. I mean, it's obviously going to be quite bad at it. Switch into his opponent, we've got the worst internet in the world, and he's playing Belgian, which is way, way, way better. It basically just does the exact same thing as this did, but better. That's not an exaggeration, that's the truth, so should be a pretty straightforward game for this guy. So yeah, 3 cards of these guys at 2 vet is very normal. Pioneers at no vet is really stupid. There should be at least 1 vet, because the whole point is they run up to the enemy to throw a satchel, and if they've got 0 vet, they just immediately run out of cohesion and they never get there, and if they do, they're low cohesion and then they don't do anything, so it's not a good idea, really. Well, I mean, these are 8 HP, so you want them to be fighting, so they should be at 1 vet. There's just like way too much shit in this tab, basically. So you bring in this for the airborne forward deployment. Okay. So why have you got these guys? You don't need both. Just get rid of that. I would honestly get rid of this as well. The snipers, I mean, they can be useful. No VADs. Well, there you go, problem solved. You want that VADs for the anti-infantry. These, do you buy 12 of them in a game? Maybe you do. You probably don't, do you? So at least up the first card. And then, yeah, I mean, he's in danger of running out of infantry because he's left these slots empty. 5, 7 CVs. Yeah, you want this. This is nice. This can be useful, as can the JPK-90. 1 or 2 vet. It's pretty nice as a defensive tool because it's got mediocre stealth. 12 rounds a minute. It's not bad. And yeah, so he brings all the stuff. I mean, so this thing, yeah, you can bring it if you want because of the double bomb drop, very funny, but I've had more luck with this because you can buy it at the start super cheap and it's 3 availability, and later on in the game you send this out in front of this, right? And it's got 30% ECM, so it's pretty decent at surviving. But the point is, this dies to protect this. And you say, well, you can do the same with this. Yeah, but it's 80 points more expensive, and it's got 10% less ECM, and it's also a different speed. So it's not that much different, but they won't line up properly, and it's got 1 less availability. So I prefer this. But yeah, this can be nice to like switch off 1 rack of bombs and drop this, and then switch on the other one and drop that. It can be very funny to open with a Recon Helo, which he hasn't brought, and do that. For whatever reason, he brings the... What the fuck? I thought this guy was good at the game. I don't understand why he's done that. So basically, right, Toe2. If you're against a good player, you fire your Toe2s. Within like 1 or 2 shots, they've either died, left, or they've just chucked a plane at you and you're dead now. So getting the one with 8 for 10 more points and 1 less availability doesn't make any sense because there's very, very few situations. I mean, if you're playing against an idiot, you're going to win anyway, right? And so what you leave this up with is 8, and then the enemy just sort of drives into you and dies where you would have won anyway because he's an idiot. So, yeah. And then instead of the sniper, I've got this upvetted and I have 2 of them because you tend to face a lot of these MMG teams and stuff which he hasn't brought, which is also a mistake. So yeah, I mean you can get 3 snipers to complement all your other recon, or you can get 12 MAG teams, which are going to make you win, and this should be in an ATGM as well, so you can have as many ATGMs as possible. Anyway, let's cast the game. Right, so with that out of the way, you know my opinions on these divisions. I enjoy playing the Spanish one, but the Belgian one's basically just better in every way. He's also on the better side. It's got forward deployment, which the Spanish one doesn't have. It's got better tanks. The Belgian Leopards are really nice. It's got auto cannons. It's got man pads. His opponent doesn't have man pads. Admittedly, Bueno has eye hawks, which are nice. But the Belgian bombers are better. The fighters are about the same. The Spanish fighters are the French ones, basically, and they're really not very good. So yeah, it should be a very straightforward game, basically. All the Belgian player has to do is, just forward deployed into Foxtrot and secure Echo and Zulu, and it should be fine. The Spanish player has better artillery, actually, that's worth mentioning. And his mortars are self-propelled, so you can do some funny smoke things. But yeah, the Belgian div just kind of gets more stuff. Like, even their infantry gets higher availability. The mech fusiliers go 10-7-5. They get more tanks. Spanish div doesn't really get enough tanks. Slots are quite expensive. Better helicopters on the Belgian div. They get Toe2 helos. Spanish div, he hasn't even bothered to bring them. They get these Hueys that don't do anything. So, yeah, pretty crazy. Anyway, looking at the deployments, we got forward deployed Fusiliers, just taking Bravo Foxtrot, backed up by forward deployed Humvee TOW2, looking down that road. Forward deployed Eclairs and a Scimitar, and then behind that a Minstrel. Then for mid, we've got forward deployed Fusiliers, forward deployed Humvee TOW2, Mech Fusiliers at 2 there, Gepard, forward deployed Recon, and a Sultan CV. And then on the right, we got a forward deployed Humvee Humvee CV, a Recon Eclairs, so no forward deployed there, and then a bunch of tracked stuff and a Minstrel, which I don't know if that's a good idea, really. If your enemy rushes down here, then he will actually get here before you. Switch into his opponent's deployment. He's doing it. So we got a Jeanettes. These are recon deployed. So this will get to there before the Jeanettes get to there. But they're in a nice transport. And then 2 Vex. I forgot about the Vex. The Vex are pretty nice. He's put them on fast move instead of attack fast move. So the Motion accuracy is pretty low. Pretty low. Then another Jeanette's behind that, the best a man can get. And then an Ito. 240. Oh, I forgot about these as well. Yeah, the Spanish div gets a lot of grenade launchers. That's very much worth mentioning. They are nice to have. Very nice unit. And then 4 M47s, which are like the Belgian Leopards, but kind of worse. Oh no, these are they're a lot cheaper, but they've got a lot less range. They're not the top ones he gets, basically. On the right, we got 2 more Jeanettes and a Vec. And then we got a Fusilero's BMR, and yeah, you get these 40mm grenade launcher vehicles. Like, they are nice to have. Having said that, the IV autocannon ones are better. They're slower, but it's got more armor and it's got an autocannon, and it comes at 2 vet, so tends to beat this. Tow 2. And another one of these cheapo tanks. So let's cast the game. Right, so they're off and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. They're the guys keeping the lights on. Over 3/4 of channel revenue comes from the channel members, which is why I shill so much. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos at a rate of 1 a week, so there's like over 80 of those now. It's probably closer to 100, I need to check actually, because I've been doing this a while. They also get a Steam key for my game, Hearse Hero, which is on Steam. There's no store page yet, but you get your Steam key, and it's got 4 levels in it now. It's a shame you guys don't really give a shit. So it's like Crazy Taxi. It's like a driving game, but I don't know, you guys only care about Warno, which is fair enough, really. This is a Warno channel, so my bad. Should have made a Warno clone. So yeah, the forward deployed stuff, it is going to get here at about the same time, it seems, because this is recon deployed and it's equally fast, so yeah, if this was on an attack move, it'd be in a much better position there. Although, I mean, the Tow 2 is now going to miss it as a result of that movement. I mean, he could have smoked anyway, but yeah, so worst person, not really paying a lot of attention there. He didn't really unload his guys early enough, so one of them just died. The Scimitar has more armor than the Vec, but the Vec has a better gun. So on the right, Blue's made it through, and yeah, this is the issue with opening with all the tracked stuff here. Like, he should have just had a forward deployed guy here, but he wanted to meme, right? So this guy, he went forwards, then he went back, and then he sent him forwards again, so I don't know what happened there. I guess he forgot that he saw the guy, I'm not sure. This Mando could be moving up, right? I mean, red is on a +2 because blue just hasn't capped any of his zones. These are completely unstabilized, so if you use the fast move, they're not going to hit anything, which is worth thinking about. Whoa, that's amazing micro. Did you see that? The Milan one came out and he just dropped it behind the building there. I mean, it is dead. Basically, he should have reversed and used the smoke and brought this over, but he dodged the Milan one. It's pretty cool. Anyway, the Vec went down to the Scimitar because the armor beats the better gun, basically. You'd expect the M47 to clean that up. It's got a 50 cal on it as well, so the thing with these tanks, I mean, this is the cheaper one, right? But the M47s, the M48s, they're better against infantry because they've got HMGs, but the Leopard ones are better against tanks because their gun's better. They're also faster. So yeah, it's cool to bring these at like 2 vet because then you'd be doing a lot more. This is why you don't put them right next to each other, right? Didn't have to happen. This is the one with 8 Tow 2s, which I don't really agree with, but I mean, the guy just lost his AA, so here comes the obligatory jet to go shoot down the thing. Whoa! So he does not get smoke on these tanks. And there it goes, so that's why you don't buy the one with 8 Tow 2s, that's why it's a bad idea, because it dies just like the one with 4. And you see, you fire a couple, and then the enemy reacts. He either reacts by retreating, smoking, bringing his AA, or just chucking a jet at you. So, it's just not a good idea to bring those. So this Leopard one, I mean, it's got more range, right? But they're in range, and there's 4 of them, so... So you see they're missing a bit, but, 4v1, you're going to win. So BMR PC was brought out here. The Santana Mando goes past the guys. This road going like this is kind of rough. But yeah, it is what it is. And somehow, worst internet's push here. I mean, the way he did it was a bit weird. Like the Humvee Tow 2, I guess he could have sent to there, and the infantry could have unloaded here, but he got too greedy, went too far forwards, and the Vec and the Jeanettes just killed everything. He could have brought a smoke thingy as well, so this might be the same one from before. Basically what you want to do with this is switch off one of the bombs, and then drop the bomb, and then switch it back on, right? So these things are terrible. So as you can see, that gets out, and this is probably gonna die. If this was unpacked, it'd be 3 per card. Main advantage is the speed, I suppose. These don't have smoke, so being in the open like that's kind of a bad idea. He just needs to shore this up, really. Get a guy there, get these into the forest. Don't just sit there and get hit by Tow 2s. You do have smoke on this, right, so you can smoke this. The cluster got a Sultan, which was there for whatever reason. There you go, he smoked, right. It's on defensive, so it might have done that automatically, but smoke is a smoke. So yeah, you just hide behind the forest, like here. You don't... Because the point is that if they get into range, well then you can just poke out and shoot them and go back in. Whereas if you just retreat all the way, well then you've given up that ground. So Blue, not really reinforcing this, he just keeps buying planes over and over again. So that's not ideal. He is on a +1. He's flying over this minstrel, and that yeah, he's trying to dodge the right way. This got hotfixed, so it doesn't do that anymore. He just reversed into that. He would have been fine if he hadn't moved, or if he'd gone forwards. So yeah, this doesn't drop from far away anymore. It's a dive bomber now, which is a shame. It does make it a lot worse. There was just basically they released a small hotfix to fix LGBTs, and they decided to nerf this very mediocre division in the meantime. Now these are out of ammo, which is really something. So now this is just gonna kill them all. And there you go. You got an IFB going round here. Typically, you want to go cover to cover. If you just go over the open like this, if there's somebody here, then you're dead, right? If he catches you out, you can't retreat in time. You just die. So you want to go cover to cover. Needs a CV. He's bought one, and he sent it to the wrong place. This is a very big bomb, but it's got a terrible splash, even though it's 2,000 kilos of ordnance, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And look at this, this is just going to come out and kill this guy because he's stood in the middle of nowhere. It is good to be right on the internet. So he needs, I think Dustin needs some guys here, right? An extra 80, like put a Milan 2 in there or something. That'd be good, actually, yeah. And then, you know, you got, like, so these you could push up, right? You've got the 40 mils. This is the ITO. I suppose you need to cover this axis as well, so this can't really go anywhere. Yeah, he needs some more infantry in here, because look, Red's getting back in. So, this guy didn't immediately die. He got to the cover. So, yeah, I mean, it depends how much attention Worst Person is... Oh, I said his name right. My bad. I played a game against him, and he just lagged balls the whole game, and said that that was painful. I was like, what? That was your fault. Anyway... Yeah, so if he brings this in, then obviously this is going to die. But, yeah, he's got the... See, look how majestic it is. It doesn't do that anymore, right? So he actually went on the infantry. But if he'd gone on this, it wouldn't have got it, because he moved this. So I guess sort of makes sense in a way. But, you know you can move your stuff, right? Like, this can come round here and kill that. This can come round here and kill that. You don't have to just watch things die. So, Fusiliers get back in here, and we got the Leopards and the Humvees and the Milans and the IVs and the Milans, so not looking great for Dustin on this side, and he's been pushed out of Bravo, sort of. I mean, so the M47's coming over, this might drive into that, it depends, because it looks like it's about to leave the LOS, so it's probably not going to get it. It just depends how accurate this LOS tool is. Yeah, as you can see, it was accurate today. This, you know, if you're paying a bit more attention, you can... That's the idea behind having it in the forest, because all you have to do is reverse, right? But on the buildings, you could go around the back, right, hide it. Obviously, he's probably looking over here. But, yeah, it's not looking great for blue. Looks like red's just going to kind of walk back in. So he didn't really reinforce this, he just left a lot of guys here, not really doing anything. Typically, you know, if you're blue, once you get in here, yeah, you get a guy in there. And, you know, an infantry ATGM or whatever. You do need some AA at some point, like an Eyehawk. But he's got the fighter up at the moment, so no Eyehawk. But yeah, it's amazing how much work you can get done with, you know, 85 points. So we got what I assume is a smoke mortar here. This, once it's capped the zone, don't leave it in there because it's, you know, it's going to get spotted and blown up. The enemy does see you right now, so you could retreat into here. See, look, he's hiding them behind the buildings now, so that's cool. This thing's back again. He's actually switched off one of the bombs this time. An Eyehawk could sort that out. I suppose he's using the fighters. Like, there's no AA here. There is a Gepard back there. You gotta make sure you don't, like, so if you see an enemy troop concentration and you're trying to kill an enemy plane, typically you want to not fly right over it. Like this, I mean, how many times has that shot him? I'm not sure where that went. Oh, it went for this. But yeah, there you go. This CV's been sent out the zone to hide, although it's not doing a good job of that. So... Oh, he moved it. Oh no, I see. It's because he had auto cover on. That's hilarious. That's so stupid. I mean... So if you have auto cover turned off, you right-click on buildings and your units don't go into the buildings. And if you have it turned on, you press stop on your unit, it shows its side armor, drives into the forest, which makes it miss, because it's got 0% accuracy on the stabilizer, and then it gets side-shot by the autocannon and dies. So you're damned either way, it doesn't matter which one you do, you're screwed. It's very silly, but it is what it is. So Jeanettes are moving up here now, and yeah, with the PP, he can actually just kill everything here until he meets the Milan 2, which I guess he's about to meet. So yeah, you know, you hate to see it, but that's just one of the idiosyncrasies of this game. So if this was a Milan 2, it'd one-shot that. Because it's an ITO, it won't. See, he's using the LOS there. PP gets taken out by... Oh, this just shot it. Okay. So this is getting sorted. Cluster's back. These things are... Against Belgium, this is actually really... In its old configuration. I can't believe they hotfixed that. I mean, it's... It was a fun plane. No, not allowed to have fun. Everything must be standardized. So... He sort of drove into that again, I suppose. Looks like the Santana might die. Oh, he's driving it out the zone before he finishes capping it. Oh, whoa, he just dodges that one. He was actually going into here. Well, what can I say? It takes a long time to fully capture these zones, but they neutralize instantly, which makes the smoke cheese stronger. I remember when Darix put that into the game to nerf the smoke cheese, but it actually just made it way better, because if it neutralizes straight away, well, you only have to get it in for a second, and then you gain in points for like the next half a minute. So even if you drive it out, it takes ages to recap. I'm really not sure what killed that. This guy hasn't fired. So yeah, these are a lot of fun, especially against people with bad AA. So what he needs here is just 2 minstrels, because like that would go down. If he had 1 minstrel hit there, that would be dead. Or yeah, you just leave the fighter up, as opposed to calling it out retroactively. So we got some more Fusileros coming in. Will we see a CV? We do. This is just chilling. I mean, does he not see it? I guess not. Well, he does now, but I suppose all the focus is over here. So yeah, this Milan 2, it will not kill stuff just coming down this road, because the buildings break the line of sight. It's the same with this building, actually. If they're just coming down this road, they basically have to get to here before the one here can kill it, because the first shot is guaranteed miss, because it'll fire it goes behind the house, it just immediately whiffs it, and it doesn't regain the targeting like in Broken Arrow or whatever. So, 40mm taking names. You can just use this to strafe that and it'd be dead. He's got a lot of bombers. I suppose he's worried about... Well, this is a bomber as well. Oh, that's good. He's going for the minstrel. Although he did just fly into all the enemy jets. He does have only 10% ECM. This missed a lot. For playing with 10% ECM, that's... Wow. Okay. So this has 17 kilometers range, which it's there. The edge of the range is there. Whoa, that's yeah. I mean, this is why you don't blob your units up. You just lost like 5 guys there because it was 3 people, 3 transports, and 1 transport survived. So this can fire as soon as you buy it, so you could just lob it there or what have you. But yeah, you really don't want to be blobbing your guys. In the meantime, I mean, so the things that Worst Internet is sending here are easily beaten with what is here. If you're paying attention, which he's not, you'll notice that this is still shooting that and he still hasn't moved it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rounds later. I might have missed this one. So BMR is almost in position to regain the zone. F-16 going for this thing again. You'd expect this to win. I mean, it costs more. I mean, it's just. But then last time this missed all its rounds, right? So it's all RNG. But like, he really should have an Eyehawk back here. Is he gonna notice this as being shot? No. So this guy chills out over this minstrel again, which actually survived that cluster bomb. Clusters, of course, better against vehicles, but the IFV next to it died, right? I believe. So yeah, I mean, sometimes you just miss, and sometimes you hit. I don't know. I mean, neither of these guys really have top tier fighters. So, but yeah, one Eyehawk here, or you know what, you can have it because you own this. You could put it like there with a supply. None of this would be happening. So these guys are coming in. I don't know. I mean, he's just not killing them. He can probably see this. Or can he? I mean, it's coming up in blue, so I guess not. But yeah, this is the main focus of the operation. Jeanette should be alright. The main issue is, of course, the artillery. It's just getting all his guys shot. So, this is finally firing. Yeah, so because it's got, 3-minute reload, as soon as you buy it, you want it to shoot. And then immediately have a supply next to it, buy it with a supply. And then it can be reloading. As you can see, it's quite lethargic. I prefer just having 2 of the 203s at 1 vet. Because they do more. Yeah, well, I mean, it killed that 1 unit, right? But, if he'd gone this way, he would have been fine. Suppose he was trying to make it to the trees. So yeah, still +2 for blue. Got a drone coming out over here now. No manpad, right? The Batuba will be able to shoot it eventually, but this is just going to see everything, and he's not really paying attention to any of this, as we've noticed, so... Like, Iltis has cut him here, he's not got anybody in here. He's just all in on this, defending this zone, which he's doing a good job of doing. And a lot of that is because half of Red's income is just going over here, so we'll see if that pays off for Red. But yeah, you gotta move your guys around a lot. I mean, that's just, like, completely inexcusable. Why are they driving into the enemy? They don't even have unload orders. This is so sad. So he's just gonna chill out there now, because he doesn't have an unload order. And, I mean... Yeah, what can I say? Do you see how he switched off one of the bombs? And now he'll switch this one back. Oh, he just evac'd it. Okay. So, he's attacking. This is still in a bad spot. Just needs to be there, and it would be killing these guys as they come in. The M47 should be really shooting these, but because of the ranges, right, it's just shooting whatever's closest, so... So yeah, you can do the same thing with this one, where you switch off one of the bombs, bomb it, and then switch on the other one. Still no Eyehawks from the blue player. Oh, he's got one here now, actually. It's not unloaded, but... So, yeah, it's very hard to dodge that, especially with such a slow tank. So, Red on the Ascendant, right? Everything that comes in this way is going to get spotted. He's got lots of bombers. It's pretty crazy, really, because if Blue just had, like, an Eyehawk here, an Eyehawk there, like this, if this was unloaded, it'd be shooting, then this wouldn't really be a problem. And this guy just, I mean... This could have basically stopped the whole push by itself if it had just been there. Or here. Because it would have killed the first one as well. But There you go, you see? He sold the transport, though, so now this is going to get arty'd. He's manually moving it. So you see these guys are going to try and push this thing at 9 kilometers an hour, which is very fast given what it is. But if he needs to press stop on this when it's going to fire, otherwise it'll mess up. Yeah, so just lost that zone to just nothing, really. I mean, very preventable. So he finally had a chance to prove his worth, Mr. Besseril here, right? After watching all his mates die in front of him, he finally had his chance, and he missed. So there you go, that's been neutralized, because this is neutralized as well. Oh, okay, that's just been killed. I assume that just got hit by a bomber, because this is a dead bomber here. That's a dead bomber there. So, yeah, needs Eyehawks really, right? I mean, this is out of ammo now. He sold the transport, which is really not great. This, if that's shooting at you, just go behind the building. No, there's no point just sitting there and getting shot. You're not going to win. Especially if you're not in AT range. So, still +1 to blue. He got this with the bomber, right? Cost him the bomber, though, so that's not ideal. And yeah, he just keeps losing all his units to artillery. Just watching him. He's not really moving them or anything. The drone spotted all these. That's probably why that one's pinged. So, okay. Sort of a fairly normal outcome. I mean, there's like 20 points between those, so yeah, another Jeanette's goes down. Really just needs an Eyehawk here. But yeah, oh, he's bringing one now. Sadly, it's going in front of the tanks, because it's faster, right? The tanks are going to get there second, so these are just going to kill the Eyehawk, kill the supply, kill the transport, and then the tanks will show up. Depends which way everybody goes, right? What's there? I don't know. Okay, well. Yeah, interesting. So over here, Red, he's not able to take the zone because he keeps sending people over here, so... That's the trade-off there, right? He neutralizes this, but he loses this. So the Santana, has he spotted him now? He's trying to get away. He's probably dead. I mean, yeah. It's two vet and Bushmasters there. That's basically what this is. It's like a nerfed Bushmaster. The other can... So these do have side missiles on them. They've got nice range, but only 4 damage. That was... very strange. I was surprised this was facing the wrong way as well. It could have got him there. So yeah, these clean up the IVs. They could have smoked him back, but I don't think he was even looking at him. I think they're just on an automatic order. So the CV's dead again, and he's only got 5 CVs, so I think he's run out now. I think this might be the last one. This was never reloaded, right? So... Now, it's going to take 8 minutes from when... Sorry, 3 minutes, 180 seconds from when the first supply hits it, not from, when it finishes shooting or what have you. So yeah, typically you want to leave the jets up, as opposed to just sending them out after you lose your guy. And then, yeah, he keeps fighting over this, which is where all the enemy AA is. I mean, a 2v1 he wins, but yeah, he's going to lose a jet for it because of the Gepards. This one's going to get damaged as well. Very damaged. It's not ideal, but yeah, you can see he's out of CVs. This is the last one, so... yeah, don't fight over the enemy AA. I mean, it sounds obvious, but... he just keeps doing it. I mean, this thing's just been here shooting at him the whole game. So yeah, it looks like Red, he's putting his full focus on the left now. He's basically given up on this. He just wants to sit on... Well, okay. Still sending a couple guys. This thing's finally going to die, having accomplished nothing. Eyehawk, he sold the transport again, so... he's just going to have to tow it around again. So he does get that kill. I mean, it was very close, right? This should be going on that Eyehawk position. Oh, it is. So he hits it, but the bombs get off, and the fighters and stuff were evac, so... This guy's gonna get out. F-16 presumably going for this, so just evac it, you're faster, so you'll make it out if you evac. Now unload the Eyehawk and kill him. Oh, don't. You can still do it, you can still do it, it's flying over him, you get 2 shots in here. Yeah, he's looking over here, I guess. So yeah, if the Fusilier, I mean, if this was just there, I mean, it's crazy. He's just letting people come up and down this road the whole game. Just this hasn't done anything. And yeah, you got to stop selling your Eyehawk transports. So it's evac, perfect opportunity. You just switch off the unload, switch off the auto cell, unload it, hit him a couple times, load it back up, move it. Now he lives to fight another day. These are better against infantry than, but they've got no stabilizer. So when the game first came out, they gave everything that was unstabilized 5% stabilizer accuracy because it just makes the game way better, makes it run better, because things don't have to re-aim and stuff like that. And then they just kind of forgot why they did that and stopped doing it. So this actually has 0 as opposed to 5, just because it was made later. The stuff that was made at the start, like the BMP ones and so on, they've still got 5. It is what it is. So the drone goes down, but it spotted everybody, so now you need to move this, move this, move this, move this, move this. Just move them like 1 or 2 buildings over every time. But yeah, if you fast move with this, it's... come on, man, it just... Right, do that. Okay, there's the gap, but then you go there. If you do this, you go into range and you get shot. That was the Iltis, you still can't see this. So yeah, red on the +1. Blue needs a CV, but this is his last CV. It was there, and he's sent it all the way around now, which is fair enough. But like, he basically should have done that a lot earlier if that was the plan, because you know he's just been sat neutralized for ages. So yeah, I mean the Eyehawk it's doing work when it gets the chance. So that time he makes it right, but he's going to be repairing for like 9 minutes, so he's got 1 more bombing run left in him. Yeah, just turn off the auto cell on these, and then you can load them up and move them. I'd say put CV next to this, but he doesn't have any left, he only brought 5s. In the deck review we spoke about a way you could get 7 essentially. So yeah, this will die in 1 shot to that, so you gotta smoke. But yeah, fast moving tanks that don't have stabilizers is generally just not a good idea. If it was this one, I mean, it's got stabilizer on it. The Leopard 1A5 is better for that, but yeah, it's a bit impractical, as you can see. It doesn't really accomplish much. So BMR's still coming over. This has smoke on it, by the way. It's very useful. The Eyehawk. Okay, never mind. He's going for that because you'll have seen it because of the drones, right? Yeah. So after the drone flies over, you just got to move everything. But yeah, this guy doesn't have any recon helos or the Artillerado, so he's actually got nothing that can just quickly respond to threats, which is obviously this would kill it, right? But it's nice to have something like that. At least one or the other. I prefer the Artillerado because it's a 1-point slot. Like, it's not very good, but it's cheap. He sold the transport again, he has. So this Iltis can just go shoot that, but you'd assume this would kill it, but it depends on the optics, because this has mediocre optics. Probably not going to be able to see that. You see the blue? Well, actually, no, it probably will. I don't know. But we're about to find out. Oh yeah, this is when they had very good optics. So that was something else that was fixed in the hotfix. So he shot it, but his opponent didn't notice, so he's okay. Oh my god! No, he's noticed. He's noticed. So yeah, red can still win this pretty easily. Just needs to push this from the front. He needs like an ATGM there. He's killing everything with the artillery, right? But now that this has been given up, Dustin can now focus on this. Because, yeah, I mean, you get the impression that he was looking over here, and so a lot was happening over here. He was dying a lot, but now he's noticed. But I don't think he knows the tanks are unstabilized. I mean, in some cases you do have to move, right, so you don't get shot, but... So yeah, another one of those tow 2 vehicles here would be useful. So he sent the fighter first, just to tank the Eyehawk, basically, so this should be going on the Eyehawk now. Not sure why he's going for this over the Eyehawk. So you only get 3 Eyehawks, right, so... You don't want to, right, did you see how that missed there? It's because he had it on a move order. So if it's an attack move order, so as soon as they leave the range, it just starts moving. Whereas if it's stationary and it's not going to auto-cover into trees, then it's okay. Thing is, this guy brings 6 Eyehawks, which is probably why he keeps selling the transports, because he doesn't care if they die, but... It's better to just bring 3 and take care of them, right? Opportunity cost and all that. So he's still got this, so he can hit that smoke mortar, right? Yeah. So you got the Sultan next to the M109s. Lots of grenade launchers here, but nothing that, you know, no ATGMs, basically. So this is firing now, it's going for where these guys used to be. I suppose you can still cancel it. Or not, I suppose. Basically, he wants to kill this, so that he stops getting smoked. Oh wow, they're reversing into it. Oh, well, that's interesting. So there you go, perfect volley. Might kill all 3 of them there. It depends a lot on the RNG. I prefer the 203 howitzers. But yeah, it's not a bad piece of kit. It's just opportunity cost. 203 howitzers is better, so you know, if you're in a team game, by all means bring this, but so you can have all of the RT, but otherwise I don't think it's really worth it. So Eyehawk still reaching for that supply, I suppose, but it's best to just stop it, get it resupplied, and then keep moving it, because, you know, what if a plane comes? Currently it might as well be dead. The other thing you can do is buy that 203, kill this. Don't just let your enemy smoke you over and over. It does benefit him in a way, because he's got the, you know, these are nice at close range, so... So red kind of pushing everywhere, right? Wants to come for this as well. This is the bad side, because Papa is way, way easier to attack than Alpha is. And Echo is a lot easier to defend than Foxtrot is, because Foxtrot's very thin. You've got no strategic depth here, apart from this, basically. As an Echo, you can just keep falling back through the zone. You got some, you know, nice flanking position, lots of tall buildings and so on. I don't really like Airport too much, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's, like, awful. It's not as bad as, like, Creeder or Vertigo or Valley. Like, Creeder's obviously the worst one, and then it's Valley, and then it's Vertigo, in my opinion. Izura is an imbalanced map, but it's still fun, so... I know a lot of people take issue with Factory because you have to play it differently to other maps, and people don't like change, they just want to search ranks with the same div over and over and win easily. And they're like, whoa, why is TKS good on this map? It shouldn't be the case, I should just win. It is what it is, you know. So... he's moving the right way this time, so he makes it out. It's very easy to survive this, because it's only 2 bombs, and you have a long time to react, because of how far away it drops from. So yeah, Leopard 1s, he needs more of these, because the TOW 2 will one-shot these, right? So he needs a TOW 2 there. They can just start killing these. But yeah, if I was red in this situation, I wouldn't be attacking in 2 places. Because you're low on time, and so if you attack in one place, like, so let's say all this was just here, well then you would take 2 zones anyway, you see what I mean? Or he could put all this here and do the same there. Which obviously in this circumstance is better, because the enemy's sort of... Whoa, that was almost an incredibly nice volley. He's got another chat... Oh, okay, no he's not. Evac. I was going to say he could switch this back on and go again. So yeah, the tanks are coming in. 5 minutes left for Red. He's got some CVs, right? He's got plenty of CVs left. He had the one on the RT. These guys... Has he bought any of those the whole game? Yeah, there's one there. But, like, they've got ground surveillance radars, so that's sort of what you want, right? So, yeah, he needs to get all his guns firing, right? Because he actually has the advantage here, Dustin. But, yeah, there we go. So he's doing that now. Like, the TOW 2 is obviously going to help out a lot. Maybe he's out of infantry ATGMs, but, like, a couple of these buildings would be super useful. Obviously, it's like, well, you know, you don't have infinite income, you got to buy something. But, like, so you get a Milan 1, right? Instead of the ITO, and it comes in one of these as well, or a similar one, and then you've got 2 ATGMs for 90 points, which is really, really nice to have. Because that would sort of put this down in its tracks. The other thing is you got to kill the smoke mortars, you can't just let your enemy smoke you, so this could go on the smoke mortars, for example, just kill that. 203s are better at that, because obviously this wasting 10 rounds to kill a 45 point input and then reloading for 3 minutes is not ideal. Having said that, you got a really, really nice volley off it. Doesn't help that this guy's just driving into it again. So he's running out of time, so he's just fast moving everybody. This needs to be in a building, or right behind the building, so they're all going to shoot him now. They're going on the Ihawk. This can stop, and then it can shoot. This is where the artillerados would come in. Oh, that's supposed to get kill him. He's still got bombers up, though. He's done a good job of keeping most of his bombers alive towards the end of the game, right? So you can use them. That's a very nice target. But for whatever reason, these 1,000 kilogram bombs have a very small splash. So Fusilero's coming in. Milan 2 has stopped, so it's engaging now. It does one-shot these, so they have to smoke. This can be there, right? So yeah, Red just attacking in 2 places. Defending is easier than attacking, and so if you attack in 2 places at once, your attention is split over 2 places, and you tend to lose in both places, which is basically what's happened. I think Dustin's done a good job of defending, right? The M48's coming out. He used them pretty well. I mean, I was complaining about him fast-moving them at points, but it's not really a big deal. I suppose this... It's still reloading. So yeah, he's going for the CV, which obviously very intelligent gameplay. You should kill the CV. And he surrenders, because in the time it would take this one to get over there, it's just not going to work out. So there you go. You got DustinEchoes, ranked 286, with you know, 28 games this season, versus rank 84 with 2,400 games. So clearly, DustinEchoes must watch Hippie YouTube videos. That's the Halo CE Marine there. Dust and Echoes is a line from the end of the first Halo. When the ring blows up, spoilers, for a 25-year-old game. They say, there's nothing on the radio, nothing but dust and echoes. Because everybody dies. But then in the sequel, Sergeant Johnson is just there, even though I'm pretty sure he died, but it just sort of brought him back. He's too good a character to miss. So there you go, the Spanish div, it has options, right? Typically with the Spanish div, you want to be the one smoking, that sort of thing, but the planes are pretty cool. They've been nerfed now, that long altitude bomber's been nerfed. This thing, I mean, it can be useful, but the 203 is just a much better shout. Damn shame about that bomber, though, getting changed. The M48 did a lot. The Leopard 1 should beat them, basically. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I wish he'd play like this versus me. Anyway, I'll see you around. GG.